What's up, Muscle and Strength? Welcome to Gym Cribs. I'm Don Saladino, coming to you from my home gym called The Barn. Let's take you for a little tour. Come on in. So I owned brick and mortar facilities in New York City for 15 years. And after having to deal with landlords, there was always this dream in my head that I can design a commercial grade facility that would be able to house pretty much anyone in the comfort of my backyard. So we're about 60, 70 feet from my back porch right now. I created this barn structure, which is a 2,000 square foot barn. We have the first floor. This is more of like my functional space where we can move around, foam roll, jump, throw, but still get some of our bodybuilding movements down pat. As you can see, Life Fitness and Hammer Strength gave me a gorgeous dumbbell rack up to 150 pounds. So we got some big boy weights here. This dual adjustable pulley I think is a bit special because it's a 9-foot rack. And one of my pet peeves is when I'm working with really tall people and they can't do pull-ups. Or even me, like I'm only 6 feet tall, but getting onto a rack, I don't want my feet coming close to the ground. I like being suspended off the ground a little bit more. I like when the cables can go up really high so we don't have limited ranges of motion. Life Fitness and Hammer Strength right now is sending me their new motorless treadmill. I should have it in the next week, but that's pretty much a treadmill that requires no power. It's self-powered. And why do I like this so much? Because it really forces you on your sprint work to have to go vertical, more vertical, with your knees and drive into the belt. Also, an Airdyne bike. As you can see, it's self-powered. And you can get on here and you can do a lot of sprint work on there. It absolutely beats you up. The step mill is probably my favorite piece of cardio for more steady state. I just raced up the Empire State Building. It was my 4th time. So I enjoy the stairs. So whether I'm doing steady state work or even some interval work, downstairs is where all the really heavy stuff is. So I want to take you down there because it's a lot of fun. Come on. This power rack's unbelievable. Again, much taller from the pull-up bar standpoint. I've got my chains, I've got my band attachments, I've got the ability to do a lot of stuff in this area. And why do I love this glute drive so much? Well, first off, you're not resting this crazy bar across your waist, which becomes incredibly uncomfortable. So you're basically just laying down like you're about to do a glute bridge, and I'm hooking this in, and the weights load from the side, and look at that. See how easy that is? This, you feel, I had 4 plates on each side the other day, and I was literally sitting there going into my glute work, and it felt unbelievable. So this has been a great addition to Hammer Strength's equipment arsenal. What I love about this lat pull down is the height. It never bottoms out. So most gyms you go to and the lat pull downs are bottoming out, or if an athlete has long arms, it's hitting. I'm literally like reaching to get on this. And then I have an assortment of grips right here. I've got like a mag, neutral grip. I got a mag close grip, your standard pull down. Then I wanted another pull down machine. I'm really big into pulling because we're so anterior chain dominant with all the pushing that we're doing. So for me, having a little bit more pulling is a really great option. So this lat pull down from Hammer Strength is incredible. You can go overhand grip, you can go underhand grip, which is more your supinated grip. You can even do a neutral, more of a neutral grip, which a lot of people aren't taking on this, but it can be done. This is like a classic. The Hammer Strength one-arm row or the Hammer Strength plate-loaded iso row. So you can go with either 2 hands at a different grip, or we can go 1 hand, neutral grip, underhand grip. You can have so much fun with this. Again, getting into a pulling, and then who doesn't like to press? So the Hammer Strength incline press, go into a little preacher bench to have fun with the guns. And then getting into some more accessory pieces. I got this initially because this works as a perfect deadlift jack, and then realized that you could do landmine attachments with it, you can do rowing with it. It actually really is a very versatile piece, and I think it's priced very fairly considering. So again, big shout out to Back Widow. Great piece. Now looking down here, you'll see a set of power blocks up to 90s. When you're downstairs, you don't always want to have to run upstairs and grab a set of dumbbells if you need a pair for some reason. And I find, actually, I still have been using these down here if I have to do some supersets or some drop sets or some giant sets or whatever it might be. But just having a pair of dumbbells down here up to 90 pounds that you can quickly grab and use, pretty awesome. Voila, so look at this bathroom here. So this is giving anyone who comes in the ability to just be able to shower in just first class amenities. Last but not least, what's in my fridge? Now, I wish I prepared for this and put like some extravagant stuff in here, but these are things that I use every day. This company here, Halo Hydration, I've been a partner in for a long time. 1 to 2 grams of sugar, all naturally occurring. Salt from Special Salt Caves, potassium, magnesium. Betty Buzz here. I love this product, by the way. This is more of like an evening spritzer. These are actually perfect mixers. This is launched by my good friend and client, Blake Lively. So this is really kind of like my party drink. This is actually an organic cold brew and high quality. Coffee is one of the most polluted crops out there, so I like including there. And then Mush just sent me these pumpkin pie oatmeals. These are really tasty. So I think it's something where if someone's coming in here and they need some quick carbohydrates, it's got about 30 to 35 grams of carbs in there. This is a dream come true. It's something where fortunately I have the ability to be able to do. Even the next few months is gonna be awesome with all content that I have coming out with DonSaladino.com, with my own brand. To see it take off on that trajectory has just been, it's been awesome. But I paid my dues, kids. Remember, I've been doing this almost 25 years. And to finally feel like that I really figured it out over the last 3 to 5. Some might say that took me a lot of time. It wasn't a lot of time, it was the right time. That is my barn, and I hope everyone enjoyed my tour. And I want to bring you guys back in when it's completely done, because I think it's going to be even more special, and we're really putting little knickknacks in it right now. So hope you guys like that.